Hello once again, those of you in YouTube land. This is your man Sonny Wayne Fella coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia. Today is a beautiful day, and wherever you are, I hope you are having a great time. It has been a bit puzzling for me in particular because of the situation in our country, Liberia. We realize that a very, very important elections is around the corner. People are going here and there, bustling, trying to wrap up or gather as many votes as they believe they can or could get. And it is just so amazing how some have already determined that they will be the winner. In essence, I don't think there is a problem with a person being very confident and assuring themselves that they will be the winner of the upcoming elections. But at times we are so confused because we think like others. Because we don't know the mind of people. We don't know who want to vote for us. We can talk to people because I tell you the truth, Liberians have a mind of their own. They have the mind of their own. So they might come to you and say, I will vote for you. You give them t-shirts, you give them money, you give them lapas, or whatever you give them as a token or reward for voting for you. Once they get in the voting booth, it's a different story. It happens everywhere around the world. So those who are so positive and so confident that they will win the first round, I want you to step back and re-examine your thought process. Because we are all Liberians, and I know we all know them. And we know ourselves because we always say, we're going to do better, which is good. Be positive. Be positive. That's a good thing. But if you know that in the past you were there and you didn't do anything for your people, the roads to Lofa is a mess, to Sino, to Grand Cru, actually the southeastern part of Liberia, Grand Gide, there's no road going there. Isn't that appalling? That is sickening to see pregnant woman stuck in our ambulance and going through problem, bleeding, and the ambulance is stuck in the mud, broke down, and the tires are smooth. And everything seems to be going wrong with the ambulance, and have a woman who is pregnant. The nurses and others were trying to get her to the hospital, but it was just almost impossible. That is the country since 176 years. We have leaders in the country, not to say Liberia don't have money. Liberia have the money. Billions of dollars have gone through that country recently in the last 18 years. Billions. Just for 43,000 square miles and 5.2 million people. And we have billions going through that country. Those who are mathematicians, if you check, divide billions of dollars, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 billion dollars with 5.2 million people, and see how much will each person received if that money was shared amongst them. But one thing that really baffles me with Liberians is, why do we always endorse corrupt people? That's the question that had been on my mind for some time. Why do we endorse corrupt people? People that have corrupted our country, have hurt our people. We cried out or for many years, we want native to take over our country. We will enjoy when our own people. But brothers and sisters, I have to bust your bubbles today. We have had native taking over our country for over 40 years. And today, you all are still suffering. Can't you learn from examples? Can't you learn? 40 years or more, African native Liberians have taken over our country, so to speak. And our people continue to suffer. We have people who are advocating for the past so desperately because they know when they were there in the past what they got, how much they stole. I know a lady who's on our platform who I understand made 8,000 or more per month being a consultant or whatever she was doing for Liberia, because they are talking about consultancy. I don't know what they are consulting about because the country is dilapidated. The streets are all filthy. The houses are unpainted. Monrovia is a dirty, dirty city. People hate to hear this and they will insult you because you're saying the truth. Or why are you talking bad about Liberia? But there are people who go to Liberia and see the filthiness of our city. Of Monrovia, the capital city of Liberia. Isn't that so sad and just... It is so... I just don't know the adjective to use because of the way our people treat our country. We are natives now. They say with native people we are in power. But what have you shown? All you do is corrupt and everyone is against each other. No peace. We are crying for peace while people go on radio or make speeches and threaten the peace and tranquility of our country. Because they did it before and they think they can do it again. And you all jump in the rain and you walk in water and some of you dying and getting hurt because endorsing or corrupt leader. That is so surprising. I don't seem to understand. You know, someone wrote me the last time and said, oh, you better love George Weah so he can give you a job. I don't want a job from anyone. I don't. Seriously, I don't want a job from George Weah or Joseph Boakai or Alexander B. Cummings or whoever become president of Liberia. I don't want a job from you. I'm a smart man. I came to the United States of America and I've played my part very well. So I don't need jobs for someone to tell me, oh, you better like this person so he can give you a job. Stop talking this and stay talking. If it is the truth, we will say the truth. For the truth shall set us free. You know, we have the past, the present, and the future. The question is, what do we want? What will you choose today? Do you want the past? Do you want the present? Or do you want the future? We realize that Joseph Boakai represents the past. George Weah represents the present. And Alexander B. Cummings represents the future. Which will you choose? Is it the life you lived in the past, was it better? The life you are living now where everyone sells and no one can buy. People are living in slums. You know, I was surprised when I was watching a little clip of the Unity Party launching their campaign. And people were in water on the streets of Monrovia, almost to the kneecap, the knee. Water was flowing and they were walking in water, some of them pretending to swim in it. Do you think that's how it should be? When rainfall, the streets are all flooded with water? Where is the sewage people, the water and sewage people? Where are they? That our streets are flooded and you jump in that flood, in the mess that is coming through those boreholes or whatever, and you rejoicing and dancing to go and vote for somebody who's going to keep you in that place, in that situation. Liberians, why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we doing this to ourselves? We are so poor. And not that we should be poor. That is not our portion. That is not our portion. We shouldn't be poor. But we just accept it as it is. Why would you want to accept situation that you know can change, that can give you a better life? Why would you want to remain in such a thing? Why? Why would you want to? Why would you accept it? It is about time that we come to our senses and try to change our way of thinking, our thought process, the way we live. Living in slums, water everywhere. Some people live in places where crabs come into your room when you are sleeping in the place. They live barely on the bank of the swamp, the water. It is so despicable. My people, Liberians, I plead with you today. Look to the future, for the future could be better for you. Don't accept mediocre life. You can be better. God created you for a reason, to live a better life. You don't have to be satisfied with where you are. You don't have to be pleased with where you are. There's a life that is ahead of you that could be better, and make it better for you, your children, your grandchildren, or your unborn children. Why don't you take a leap of faith and believe in the future? Choose the future instead of the past or the present, because we have seen that the past have not done anything for us. The present is killing us. Why don't you choose the future? At least there's hope in the future. There is hope. You can look to the future and say, yes, there is a light at the end of that tunnel. I know if I continue to strive to choose the best one, the better one, I know that my life will be better. Why don't you just just try it out and see? Try it out. When people call on platforms, oh, I'm from JB. Oh, they start to insult people. I'm from George Weah. They try to insult people. You don't have to insult anyone. It is your own good they are talking about. It is your own good they are speaking about. They are not talking and saying anything bad about you. They're only trying to speak so that your life can be better. I bet you want to live in a decent home. Why you sit there and you allow those politicians who are so corrupt to live in decent homes? Some of them stand before you and tell you, I took money, I stole money, and I built houses in Liberia. What's about those who build their houses out of the country? They stole money. They have already confessed it. They were sanctioned by the United States government. And what have your government done about it? Nothing. Over $100 million worth of drugs came to our country, Liberia, killing the youth, the future of that nation. It seems to me that we don't believe in the future. Because if we, Liberians, believe in the future, the one who is president now will not be there after this election. Or even vote in the previous one. Because $100 million worth of drugs came into Liberia and nothing came out of it. Recently, another 10 boxes of meth leaves came to Liberia again. Brothers and sisters, what's going on? If people who are in leadership love the future of that country, they will not allow drugs to come into our country to destroy our youth, the future of our nation. Why will you sit back and allow such thing to happen? Why? Why, Liberians? Why will you not choose right? Why will you not look to the future and choose the future, the one who will bring you a better life? Who will give you good drinking water, electricity, give you good education, good healthcare system, agriculture that you can grow more food and we can be self-sufficient. Why don't we choose the future? Mechanized agriculture. where we can have ecotourism. People can come into our country and see the blue lake and see these beautiful waterfalls and the ocean, the beaches. Why don't we choose the one who have the vision? The vision. Why don't we choose that one? Instead of always looking to the past. Why do you continue? We have, if you're driving a vehicle, we have the view, the front mirror where you can look through. It's so huge, so big. You can look left, you can look right. Why choose to look in the view mirror that is so small? Why choose to look in the view mirror that is so tiny instead of looking through the huge mirror of the vehicle that you can look ahead? The future is bright for our country, my people. The future is bright for Liberia. But it depends on your choice, Liberians. This is a message to Liberians beginning today. Until the election, I will be on the YouTube every day. Because I'm so scary. I'm so nervous, so paranoid about the choices of our people wanting to continue to suffer. Let's not choose the past. The present is killing us. Liberians, let's look to the future. For we know that one person or more could bring a more enjoyable, wonderful life to us. Let us choose that person. Let us choose the one we believe will do better. There are 3 leading candidates in Liberia today. But I tell Liberians, we will all be shocked when the results come out. We will be shocked. But I will be excited. I will dance, jubilating everywhere, because I know that the future is bright for Liberians. The future is bright for our country. And we're all going to choose the future. We understand that JMB represents the past. He was vice president for 12 years. And what happened in Liberia? There's no roads. There are no roads in Liberia. The southeastern section is completely cut off. People are dying from minor illnesses and sicknesses. Pregnant women are dying because they don't have means of delivering freely and to be excited that they are pregnant and they're going to have a child that they can rejoice over. Things are really bad in our country. Don't we want to get out of the situation when it's so bad? When you are sick, you want to remain sick, or you want to be well, so you try to get to a doctor, to a clinic where they can treat you so you can be well? Isn't that what we want if we are sick? Because right now, Liberia is sick. And because of the illness of Liberia, so to speak, why don't you try to go to a clinic where there's a doctor that will treat you so you can be well? We need to be well in Liberia. Liberia is sick. We need to get out of that situation. And we need to jump out of it right away. You know, if you take a pig and you put it in mud, what happens? It wallows in the mud. That's what pig does. You can take it out. You can bathe it with all the best soap, the detergents, and put perfume on the arm. Or you can put lipstick on the lips. You can do whatever you want. Put a bowl under the neck. The pig going to go right back in that mud and wallow in it. But if you take a cat and put it in the mud, it jumps out of the mud as fast as it can. It begins to clean itself because it doesn't like mud. Brothers and sisters of Liberia, are you a pig or you are a cat? I'm just giving a scenario. But I'm talking about the attitude of these animals. You want to behave like a pig or you want to behave like a cat? Pig want to wallow in the same old mess. But cat want to get out of that mess and clean itself. It is time that we clean ourselves. Look to the future, for it is bright. The future is bright, my brothers and sisters. I'm excited about the future of Liberia. Not the past, not the present. And I want you to join me in celebrating the future that is around the corner. Come January, We'll all be there to celebrate the future of Liberia. The inauguration, we'll all be around to celebrate the future of our country. And I'm excited, and I'm getting excited daily. But I want to appeal to your indulgence. Do not endorse corrupt politicians. They have gotten their share. When will you get yours? Not through corruption, but through hard work. And put someone there who will want to do the work for you, Liberians. Somebody who will want to do the work for you, Liberians. All you have to do is to just put in your effort, and you will enjoy the fruit of your labor. May God bless us all, and God bless Liberia. Thank you for watching. Subscribers, keep tuning in. I appreciate your consistency. And those who have not subscribed, kindly subscribe, because there are more from where this came from. And I will be on every day until after the election, and even after that. But thank you for spending time with me. I do appreciate you. And bye for now.